There are countless types of businesses in the world, ranging from small mom-and-pop shops to multinational corporations. Today we will explore some of the most common types of businesses, their characteristics, and their benefits and challenges. Sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is a type of business that is owned and operated by a single individual. This is the simplest and most common form of business, and it is popular among small business owners who want to keep things simple and maintain full control over their operations. Sole proprietorships are easy to set up, require minimal paperwork, and do not require any formal legal structure. However, sole proprietors are personally liable for all debts and obligations of the business, which can put their personal assets at risk. Partnership. A partnership is a business structure that involves two or more individuals who share ownership and control of the business. There are two main types of partnerships: general partnerships and limited partnerships. In a general partnership, all partners share equally in the profits and losses of the business, and are personally liable for all debts and obligations of the partnership. In a limited partnership, there are both general partners, who are responsible for managing the business and are personally liable for all debts and obligations, and limited partners, who contribute capital to the business but have limited liability. Partnerships are popular among small business owners who want to share the workload and decision-making responsibilities. However, partnerships can be risky, as partners are personally liable for all debts and obligations of the partnership, and disagreements between partners can lead to conflict. Corporation. A corporation is a legal entity that is separate from its owners. It is owned by shareholders who elect a board of directors to oversee the business. Corporations are a popular form of business for large companies, as they offer limited liability protection to shareholders and allow for easy transfer of ownership. However, corporations are subject to more regulations and require more formal paperwork and structure than other types of businesses. Limited Liability Company, LLC. A limited liability company, LLC, is a hybrid business structure that combines the liability protection of a corporation with the tax benefits of a partnership. Like a corporation, an LLC is a separate legal entity from its owners, which means that owners are not personally liable for the debts and obligations of the business. However, an LLC is taxed as a partnership, which means that the profits and losses of the business are passed through to the owners and reported on their personal tax returns. LLCs are popular among small business owners who want the liability protection of a corporation without the formal structure and regulations. However, LLCs can be more expensive to set up than sole proprietorships or partnerships. Franchise. A franchise is a type of business that allows individuals to own and operate a business under an established brand name and business model. Franchisors, the owners of the brand, provide support and training to franchisees, the owners of the individual businesses, in exchange for a percentage of the profits. Franchises are popular among entrepreneurs who want to own their own business but do not want to start from scratch. However, franchise agreements can be restrictive, and franchisees are required to follow the franchisor's guidelines and pay ongoing fees. Nonprofit organization. A nonprofit organization is a type of business that is focused on a social or charitable mission, rather than making a profit. Nonprofits are exempt from paying taxes and are often funded by donations and grants. Nonprofits can range from small community organizations to large international charities. Nonprofits can be challenging to manage, as they often rely on volunteers and have limited resources. Cooperative. A cooperative is a type of business that is owned and operated by its members, who share in the profits and decision-making. Cooperatives can take many forms, including worker cooperatives, where the employees own and manage the business, consumer cooperatives, where the customers own and control the business, and producer cooperatives, where the suppliers of goods or services own and operate the business. Cooperatives can provide many benefits to their members, including lower costs, greater control, and shared resources. However, cooperatives can be difficult to establish and require a high level of cooperation and trust among members. Online business. An online business is a type of business that operates primarily over the internet. Online businesses can take many forms, including e-commerce sites, digital services, and online marketplaces. Online businesses can be started with minimal capital and can reach a global audience. However, online businesses can be highly competitive, and it can be challenging to build a strong brand and attract customers in a crowded online marketplace. Home-based business. A home-based business is a type of business that is operated from the owner's home. Home-based businesses can take many forms, including consulting services, online businesses, and artisanal products. Home-based businesses can be started with minimal capital and can provide flexibility and work-life balance for the owner. However, home-based businesses can be challenging to manage, as it can be difficult to separate work and personal life, and there may be zoning restrictions or other legal requirements. Social enterprise. A social enterprise is a type of business that is focused on achieving a social or environmental mission, while also generating a profit. Social enterprises can take many forms, including nonprofits, cooperatives, and for-profit businesses. Social enterprises can provide many benefits, including creating positive social impact, attracting socially conscious customers and investors, and providing a sense of purpose for employees. However, social enterprises can be challenging to manage, as balancing social and financial goals can be difficult, and there may be legal and regulatory hurdles. In conclusion, there are many types of businesses in the world, each with its own benefits and challenges. Choosing the right type of business depends on a variety of factors, including the owner's goals, resources, and risk tolerance. With the right planning, strategy, and execution, any type of business can be successful and make a positive impact in the world. Don't miss out on future uploads from Brain Boost. Hit that subscribe button and stay connected with us.